So, good afternoon, everybody. No, good afternoon. It's good morning. Yeah, I think it's good morning for me, certainly. Probably afternoon for some of you. Okay, it's really good to see you all again. I'm going to stick to a more traditional class today. We're just going to find the word that fits in the gaps. Notice next stream Thursday at 4 p.m. and then on Saturday at 6 p.m. Let's see if I can get it right this time, but 6 p.m. instead of 5. This article was about, are you a subject, a consumer, or a citizen? Yeah, and I quite like this question. I think it's quite a good question. So, do subjects just obey their leader? Consumers buy the things that the companies make, and a citizen, this is talking more about participation and being part of our society. Okay, so let's go straight into the first one. Okay, so when this appears, well, it will any second now, I think. Okay, I think this says, so the benefits of technology, whether artificial intelligence, bio, neuro, or agrotechnology, benefit, accrue, hoard, store to the wealthiest, as does all the power in society. A regular bloke trying to make sense of this mad world. I think that's what we all do. Yeah, it's not easy to make sense of this mad world that we live in. So we're starting to get answers. Let me read this again. The benefits of technology, whether artificial intelligence, biotechnology, neurotechnology, or agrotechnology, benefit, accrue, hoard, store to the wealthiest, as does all the power in society. So we've got accrue for Oksana, Polyglot, and for Vitali. Okay, so let's look at these. To store. Well, to store is just to keep something. To hoard is to keep lots and lots of something just in case you need it. People hoarding products in times of need. Yeah, so the shops are empty because people are hoarding food. Okay, benefit would work very nicely, but without the word to. So, Irina, great to have you, Irina. Okay, unfortunately, benefit to, no. Benefit the wealthiest. The answer here is accrue. So to accrue, and it's accrue to, ACCRUE, to, means add to. So, for example, I've got a lot of accrued unwork. To pile up, to add onto a pile that you have. So, good day, Manny. Great to have you. I've got a lot of accrued undone work, or the interest that is paid on the money in your bank account will accrue to your bank account. Interest accrued, built up, added to. Yeah, okay, so effectively the benefits of technology add to, bring benefits to the wealthiest people in society, as does all the power in society. Yeah, so power just makes the powerful more powerful. Okay, so to accrue to add on to. I'm really tired today, but that's because I've been working very hard for several weeks, and it's accrued tiredness, it's accrued exhaustion, it's added one onto another. Yeah, and this is the idea of to accrue to. Okay, this apropos of nothing, there's something to update you on. Just landed a job guarding a landlord's trophies. Talk about living it up. Okay, that's interesting. So, hello, Aminak. Okay, so, this is a future shaped by the whims, freaks, obsessions, volatility of Silicon Valley billionaires. While it sells itself on personal freedoms, the experience for most is exclusion, a top-heavy world of haves and have-nots. Okay, this one's quite interesting one. We've got different ideas. Okay, so let's see. We've got freaks for Aminak. We've got whims for Vitali. We've got Oksana, who goes for obsessions, and then she also goes for whims as well. Manny goes for whims. A plum job. Congratulations, Vitali. That's great. Irina goes for whims. Hello, Kavita. Great to have you. Namaste. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at these words. Volatility. Volatile. A situation that's volatile changes very suddenly. Hi, Patricia. Now I'm looking at the answers you've given me, because Patricia's given me volatile. Let's see, the volatility of Silicon Valley millionaires. Let's see, something that's volatile is something that changes very rapidly. Polyglot goes for whims, and Vitali's happy about the new plum job he's landed. Okay, so volatility. I would normally use volatility to talk about a stock market or something like that. The volatility of a person, one day they're happy, one day they're sad. The freaks. So the freaks of Silicon Valley billionaires. I would put after billionaires. So this future is shaped by Silicon Valley billionaire freaks. A freak is somebody who's very strange or very unusual. Now I'm looking at obsessions. If somebody is obsessed by something, then it's all they can think about. It's something that they want to do. A whim. A whim is just because I feel like it. It's a sudden desire for something without any good reason behind it. And having looked at the answers you've given me, I think I'm going to accept volatility. I'm going to accept obsessions. But the answer they actually gave was whims. Yeah, a whim is a sudden decision to do something. You do something on a whim. You suddenly decide to do it. You suddenly decide this is what you want. Yeah, I think whims, obsessions, and the volatility as well, because their characters are volatile. A volatile person tends to have whims. As Oksana says, I think if you say these are obsessions, and they could be obsessions as well, it's more critical of these billionaires. I think they all work. The original one is a whim, though, a sudden decision to do something just because, without any good reason. Yeah, you suddenly get a whim to do something. Yeah, I've got a whim to eat an egg sandwich. Yeah, just because. I think whims is probably the best of the bunch, but I think the other two fit definitely. Hey, yay, Patricia got all three. That's very good. Okay, yeah, you were bang on, Vitali. And I like what Oksana said about whims if you don't want to blame the millionaires. So, yet despite the bandwidth and airwaves devoted to these twin dystopias, there's another orbit, line, bearing, trajectory. We call it the citizen future. So notice here bandwidth and airways. They're using this as a metaphor, talking about news, information, chats, discussions. Yeah. So despite all the news devoted to these twin dystopias, these two horrible worlds, being a subject and being a consumer, there's another orbit, line, bearing, trajectory. We call it the citizen future. So we've got trajectory for Aminak, for Mani, and for polyglot. Okay, so we will see. There's another orbit, another line, another bearing, another trajectory. Oksana's gone for line. Let's see what Vitaly and Patricia say. Hi Funda, great to have you. We're over-egging the proverbial padding. I think it could be wrong though. Trajectory for Irina. So great to have you, Funda. Okay, a bearing is an angle. You use a compass to take a bearing. Yeah, so the ship is sailing at a bearing of 063 degrees. Funda's gone for trajectory as well. And both Vitaly and Patricia are torn between orbit and trajectory. So a synonym for way, and that's going to give you the, I think, the answer. So, Live Nation, all fit in. There's another orbit, there's another line, there's another bearing, there's another trajectory. I think I agree with you, Nation. They all fit. So which do you think is the best? And that's the difficult question. Yeah? I think definitely they all fit. Which one do you think is the best? Oksana goes for trajectory. Yeah, she went for line. But now she's gone for trajectory, which is a good thing. Let's see which side of the fence Vitaly's going to come down on. Let's see, which one do I like least? I think I probably like bearing least, but it would work. I'm not very happy with orbit, although it could work. There's another line as well. No, the answer in the original was my tier veers more towards trajectory. So Nation goes for trajectory as well. Trajectory. Trajectory. Yep, trajectory is the answer in the original text. Okay, so that's very good. Let's see, you orbit, you go round something. A line, I guess, is a bearing. A bearing's talking about the angle. And the trajectory, that looks better, is the way you're going. And I think they all work, but trajectory is the best. Or it's the one they went for at the beginning. Or the one they went for in the original. Okay, here. To terre. Okay, so let's see. Over the past few years, we've been researching a book called Citizens, in which we propose a more hopeful novel, narrative, fable, parable, tale for the 21st century. In this future, people are citizens rather than subjects or consumers. Okay, let's see. So we've got some answers already. This is good. This one's easier than the last one. We've got narrative for Oksana, for Vitaly, for Aminak, and for Mani, and for polyglot as well. Okay, so a fable is a moral story, normally including animals that do things, and you can draw a parallel to it. Yeah, Aesop's fables. A parable is also is a story that teaches us a lesson, normally because it parallels something that happens. So narrative for Mani, for polyglot, for Patricia, and for Funda. A tale is just a story, a more hopeful tale. Narrative for nation as well. A more hopeful novel. A novel's a book. No, narrative. Very definitely. The narrative is what happens, is what's going to happen to us. Yeah? Is the way things go. And Irina goes for narrative. The ant and the grasshopper is definitely a fable. That's one of Aesop's, or at least it's ascribed to Aesop. It's put down to him. This next one I know Vitaly knows because I've seen him use it in the chat previously on other days. With this identity, so Patricia also likes parable. Bearing could also mean influence. Yeah, to have a bearing on something. Yeah, to bear on something. So with this identity, it becomes easier to see that all of us are smarter than any of us. Yeah, so as a group, we're a lot more intelligent than all of us individually. And that the strategy for navigating difficult times is to tap into, attach into, click into, ally into, resort into. To draw on. I like that, draw on. That's a good synonym. Draw on. Thank you, Vitaly. Okay, so this is going really good, going really well. Tap for Vitaly, for Manny, for Oksana, for Polly, for Aminak, for Funda, and for Patricia. Yes, to tap, so to attach into. No, you attach something, you join it. To click into, well, that's your mouse, yeah? You don't to click into. I think maybe two people could click, they could get on very well. Tap into, says Funda. Ally. Ally into. I think to ally ourselves with the diverse ideas, energy and resources. To resort into, no, you resort to. So, to resort to go to something, yeah? Not to resort into, but to resort to something. So, I had to resort to desperate measures. That's good. I'm glad tap into, draw from. So particularly to tap into a resource, to take things from a particular resource, to connect yourself with that resource. Slipknot, great to have you. Okay, so to tap into a resource. I think so to resort to the diverse ideas, but also if you resort to, it's implying that your situation is rather desperate. I think to ally ourselves with, maybe to click with, to get on well with, but to tap into, yeah? You tap into a source, you tap into something, is to use something that's available to connect to yourself. It's like you open the tap. Attach to, click on, click with, resort to, ally with. Very good. Okay, so this form of citizenship is not about the passport we keep, hold, maintain, take, and it goes far beyond the duty to vote in elections. So this is one of my favorite words. Yeah? So, yeah, what's the collocation? The of this passport. Okay, it looks like you know this one well. So we got hold for Oksana, for Polly, for Manny, and for Aminak. Yeah? And hold for Vitaly as well. And hold for Patricia. I love it. And hold for Funda as well. Okay, so to hold. Hold for Irina as well. So in English we say the holder of this passport is entitled to, I can't remember the rest of the words, but passport holder. When you go through immigration, it'll say European Union passport holders. Nation goes for hold as well. To keep. No, you don't keep it, you hold it. To keep means not to throw away. You maintain a situation. Yeah? Maintain has the idea of continuity. And to take, well, you don't take a passport. I think they give it to you. Maybe you could take a nationality. Yeah? Yeah, passport owner, the holder. Very definitely. To hold. Yeah? This is a much better word than to have. I really like this verb have. To hold a party. To hold an event. To hold a nationality. I strongly suggest you try activating the word hold. Okay, it represents, finders keepers, losers weepers. It represents the deeper meaning of the word, the etymological roots, stems, trunks, branches, leaves, of which translated literally as together people, citizenship, ship together and citizen bit people, are humans defined by our fundamental independence, lives meaningless without community. Ooh, Vitali's practicing his Turkish. That's good. I love it. Okay. So, very definitely. This one's easy. The etymological, notice entomology talks about insects. Etymology talks about the origins of words. Yeah? All the parts of a tree, definitely. So, the stem is the bit that goes up, the trunk. Yeah, I think a trunk is thick, the stem is thinner. A branch is the bit that goes out, the leaves on the end. But we use this word, the roots, the origins of something. So, well done all of you. Well done Manny, Aminak, Vitali, Funda, Irina, Oksana, Polly and Patricia. Well done all of you. Let me put the next one up. Okay. Yeah, so the roots of something, go back to your roots. You go back to where something comes from. It's the base. Yeah, I think to stem from, where it stems from, yeah, is the roots. Yeah, the trunk is the basic solid centerpiece of something. Okay, so let me read this one then. It's a practice, something you do. Yeah, rather than a status or possession, almost more a verb than a noun. As citizens, we look around, identify the estates, counties, notice this says counties, not countries, tracts, domains, where we have some influence, find our collaborators and engage. And critically, our institutions encourage us to do so. Okay, fields. I like that word fields that polyglots used. Okay, so very good indeed. So Vitali goes for domain, so does Aminak and Manny and Polly and Patricia and Oksana. Fields, as Patricia says as well. Okay. An estate is normally a large area of land. Yeah, you could have a housing estate. And the spheres, the areas, yes Oksana and yes Manny, both of those. The scope as well, that works very nicely, Manny. Okay, Anvil, great to have you, Anvil. Domains and fields, yes. So notice, Irina, it doesn't say countries, it says counties. Yeah, a county is an area of land. It's an administrative district in the UK. So you've got the county of Essex, the county of Nottinghamshire, the county of Oxfordshire, the county of Berkshire. These are administrative districts, and I wouldn't use it anywhere else. An estate may be an estate belonging to a big house. A tract, either a tract of land, a large area of land, or a tract, a piece of writing. Yeah? Tracts of land, absolutely. But a domain, okay, is and the area. It's the place that you dominate. So this is my domain. This is my area. This is my field. Yeah. A domain is more normally used metaphorically. A domain is effectively an area of land that somebody has control over. But here we're using domain metaphorically. So I think maybe one of the problems with governments is they tend to intrude in things that are our personal domain, our personal sphere. So let's see, domains for Vitali, for Aminak, for Manny, for Polly, for Patricia, for Oksana, for Manny, for Funda, for okay, arena goes for county, sphere of influence, yes. Domains for nation, tracts of land, as Patricia says, the Lord's estate and the lady's domain. Yeah, the kitchen is the cook's domain. It's a great word, yeah? The domain, the area of influence, the sphere of influence, yeah? Okay, so yes, I guess when it comes to questions about grammar and vocabulary, this is my domain, yeah? But, well, sometimes I stray outside my domain, and that's when I get into trouble. The thing that I know about, the area that I control mentally. So, seizing, to seize, to take rapidly, to take strongly. Seizing this future, getting hold of this future, obtaining this future, however, will depend on seeing and hugging, clinching, embracing, cradling a bigger story of who we are as humans. So how do we do that? Okay, this one you're all going to get as well. So let's see. To hug. You put your arms round somebody and hug them. So I hugged my daughter. To hug, this is physical. Yeah? Or, I don't know, yes, skin hugging jeans that are very tight. To clinch. Well, a clinch could also be where two people hug. But I think most normally you clinch a deal to seal the deal. I clinched the deal. And then to cradle. To cradle. Well, a cradle is a bed for a baby, but you cradle something in your arms. Oh, my beautiful glass. Oh, how wonderful you are. No. So, to embrace. To take on board. Embracing without that E. Yeah? To accept. To make it part of the way that you do things. To embrace new ideas. Yeah? You can embrace your girlfriend. He gave me an embrace. You can hug, cradle, or clinch with your girlfriend. But to embrace an idea. To embrace new technology. So, we've got embracing for Vitali, Manny, Oksana, Aminak, Polly, Irina, for nation, and owning a bigger story. I guess owning would work. I think maybe taking on board, adopting. Yeah? Yeah, embracing and cradling another. I understand that owning comes a bit later in the process. Let's see, owning talks about saying this is mine. This belongs to me. I am part of this. And effectively, yes, Oksana, this article is about ownership of society. This is saying that we all need to take responsibility for our society and that we are all owners of society. Okay, so embracing. Cradle something you cherish. I love it. Embracing for Funda and embracing for Slipknot. So let's see, I hope you all embrace the new vocabulary that we've got in this lesson. Okay, the next one I love. The next one is really, really difficult, in my opinion. In my opinion. That means you're all going to get it right immediately. When they say own your story, meaning be the person truly. Yes, act as the person you are. Don't pretend to be someone else. Yeah, you own the responsibility for something. So, comment and analysis. John Alexander and Ariane Conrad are the authors of Citizens. Why the key to fixing everything is all of us. While writing our book, we have encountered host, plethora, myriad, score, zillion examples of the citizen perspective. So, let's see, Vitali. I would say zillions of articles. The lesson's almost over. This is probably going to be the last one. This is really interesting. So we've got myriad for Mani, myriad for Aminak, zillion for Vitali, myriad for Polyglot, myriad for Patricia, myriad for Slipknot. This is the question, Vitali. You've got the point. Yeah, let's see. If we had A here, then they all fit. A host of examples, a host of examples, a plethora of examples, a myriad of examples, a score of examples. Notice a score means 20. A zillion without of examples, but zillions of examples. You need of. So one of these works as an adjective. And I'm amazed because most of you have got the right answer. Myriad. Myriad can act as an adjective. Encountered myriad examples. If you look at the grammar of this word myriad, it can be a noun, a myriad. A myriad technically is 10,000. Yeah? So if you think about it, we've encountered 10,000 examples. Yeah? Notice zillion is singular here, so it's going to need an A. Yeah? But myriad as an adjective describing examples. So we encountered myriad examples, but host, plethora, score, and zillion, they all need a of. Yep, this is a really hard one, but myriad. So let's see, congratulations are due to Mani, Aminak, Polly, Patricia, Slipknot, Funda as well. Okay, this is really quite a good one. Thank you, Owen. Great to have you. So notice, myriad's the only one of these you can use as an adjective. Myriad examples. You can use a myriad of examples, but myriad examples as well. It's a great word. Add it to. It's a great word instead of a lot of. It's one of these words I say use instead of a lot of. It looks much, much, much better. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for coming. It's been great to have you. It's lovely knowing almost all of you. Welcome, Irina. I think this is the second or third time I've seen you. Welcome, Owen, as well. And who was this from Korea who said, okay, Anvil, great to have you as well. So, yes, exactly, Aminak. So, look after yourselves. So, let's see. Thank you, Aminak, Patricia, Slipknot, Owen, Irina, Oksana, Polyglot, Vitali, Funda, Patricia, Manny, and who else? Okay, yeah, and Anvil as well. And to Manny as well. So thank you all for coming. It's been great seeing you all. Let's see. Next stream on Thursday, 4 p.m. UK time. So great to have you. It's been a pleasure having you all. Brilliant, brilliant work. Bye for now.